Do you think for an international student it's worth spending 70K for the location? No, right?
Yeah.
Singh, Harnoor.
So hi guys, we have made it to George Washington University and it is ranked 1 for computer science and almost ranked 2 for sciences and mathematics because Georgetown University was ranked 1 for sciences and mathematics. Now the fun fact is both universities are private. मतलब अगर आपको afford करना it's very difficult. Only US citizens like him can afford. So did you get a scholarship because the tuition fee is, can you tell?
70K
per year. Even for grad school, but grad school में funding मिल जाती है, but for like other majors like math, science, undergrad especially, it is hard to get funding.
Yeah.
So with funding, US citizens कितनी मिल जाती है?
Well, you mean funding as in loans?
Yeah, no, not funding, like scholarship. Like
scholarships,
you're paying like 20K. Is it like normal for every US citizen, or
so
how much
the thing is, depends on the university, depends on where you go, right? So like if you go to a state university, for example, you have the benefits of the state. So you pay tax in the state, you get the state tuition. Now private universities usually expensive, 70K, like I said. The good thing about our university is a good chunk of students actually end up getting a scholarship.
Wow.
That is the case.
But only US citizens.
Yes, it's going to be only U.S. citizens, yeah, because it's due to the fact that their like rates are different and like they have the opportunity to do work study programs and things like that.
Perfect.
The funding of the scholarship is different. Sometimes it's merit, sometimes it's financial aid or need based. So of course, there's fewer students will end up getting those actual merit scholarships. And they are basically based on your GPA, so your coursework in high school. So if you went to great high school, you did, specific coursework in the sciences, you got good grades, stuff like that.
Perfect. And what's your major and what are you studying? What's your future goal in your mind?
So I'm a Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, minoring in Public Health and Biology. Hopefully going to go to med school.
And become a doctor.
Yeah.
But if you have already seen our video with Aman Tilak from AIMS, so you must already know that in US it takes around 13 years to be a doctor? 8 plus
so you got 4
3,
for
11 years.
11, so 11 is like the lower end, right?
Yeah,
so you got 4 for undergrad, 4 for med school, and then you have your 3 minimum for internal medicine residency. So that can go anywhere up to 7 years if you're doing something like neurosurgery. And if you want to do a fellowship on top, you got another 1 to 3 years minimum. Yeah.
Let's change the gears. So tell us about your favorite part of this university in terms of sciences, medical school, or anything.
Anything in general.
Okay, anything in general. Well, to be honest, one of the highlights of the university is the location. Being in DC, you have international affairs being like that. Like this is where like you want to be. If that's what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like international affairs, international relations, stuff like that. GW is very well known for law because of its reputation of being in DC, giving you those opportunities, those resources. So if you want to do law, New York and DC are like the best places in America to do it, and that's the reason why GW is like pretty well known for international affairs and stuff like that. That's like usually a good pathway for people going into law. Personally, my favorite is, as someone more into the sciences, is the location because we have Children's National Hospital, we have the NIH. These are major research hubs. I just came back from a meeting at the Children's Hospital today for research. So it's like these opportunities are right there at your fingertips. It's just you need to reach out and take advantage of them. At other universities, you may not have that opportunity. That's the only difference. But other than that, yeah, that's probably one of the key highlights of the place.
Yeah, I would completely agree. Like New York and DC, you name the industry and they are
exactly
big.
They're at your fingertips.
They are big in politics, they are big in finance, they are big in health, they are big in law.
Yeah.
You name the industry and these two cities are the hub.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, financial economics, right? You may not think GW, which is more known for international relations, stuff like that, is going to be the best place for that. But the fact is, you just go onto K Street and you'll see all these firms and like all these like companies right there where you can get an internship, and that's going to kickstart your career. So it's like things like that, small things you may not necessarily notice right on the outlook, but that make a huge difference in your overall experience.
Perfect. Now, the best question would be: do you think for an international student it's worth spending 70K for the location? No, right? That's the reason. Like, he should definitely go for like cheaper public schools down in Atlanta or anywhere like Texas. There are a lot of good public schools. That's why like more international students, more diversity gets attracted to Atlanta, Texas.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good question. It's always difficult to answer because coming from an international standpoint, I know that already some opportunities are limited just because of how it works here in the US. GW is one of those universities that will give you that opportunity. Like that's where we have a huge master's like community of graduate students. So is the price tag of $70K worth it? That's a personal decision to make at home. But I can say one thing, that there are so many students who do take that route. They do decide that the price tag is worth it for them, and I'm pretty sure that if they were able to feel that what they're going to get at the end is going to far outweigh whatever they're paying in the front, I think it means it's a good move. But it really does depend on what you're doing, right? So the opportunities are going to be there no matter where you are. Like even coming from India, I mean, what IIT is no less than like any top institution throughout the world, right? It has a reputation. If I recall properly, one of like a famous radio talk show host said that IIT is the combination of what MIT and like these two, like Harvard and another top like technical institution in the US. So that was said for a reason, right?
Yeah.
So India already has amazing opportunities. You don't need to pay $70K, come to the US and do a degree just so you feel like that's going to put you in a better position. You may be in a great spot already.
True.
So it's always important to look at the pros and cons of both. Like I mean, I have a friend, like a close cousin actually, who went to IIT, Kharagpur, and now he's in like a top firm doing like he's traveling all around the world. Like that's what he's doing. And
Consulting, I guess.
He's
He's
probably.
in
Like I don't know
consulting,
exactly what he's doing,
yeah.
but he's definitely doing something like that.
Yeah, if he's traveling around the world,
Yeah,
he's definitely
yeah. So
consulting,
it's
yeah.
like, you know, the opportunities are already there. You don't need to necessarily step outside your home to see them.
Absolutely agree.
Yeah.
So I asked a lot of students regarding their opinion of paying $70,000 per year in George Washington University. So they said it's not completely justified, especially for computer science or STEM related majors, because like अगर आप compare करो, if you compare it to a university like UT Austin where you can get a scholarship, and with that scholarship you will be paying like $20,000 per year, and the ranking of UT Austin is pretty competitive with like top 20 or top 30 schools in US for STEM majors. So that's why that will be definitely more worth it, but that doesn't mean it's not worth it, because using connections, if you socialize well in a best location, that is Washington DC, you can find connections in Amazon, Facebook and the top companies, and that can help you to go there just because of the location. And talking about why $70,000 could be worth it, and that's mainly for majors like international affairs, MBA programs, and those programs have financial aid as well. So you saw in the previous MBA video that Kashish did get some scholarship. So if you are going into that direction using connections, best connections, if you make use of this location, then you can definitely reach your dream company, and that's how you will be able to pay back your loan of maybe $70,000 times 4, rather than as compared to like in UT Austin you will have to pay like $80,000 for the entire degree. So you have to choose your best decision. So it was a pleasure having you.
Of
Thank
course,
you so
yeah.
much for your
Well,
valuable
thank you.
information,
Yeah.
and all the best to become a doctor
Thanks,
soon.
man.
All the best for med school.
Thanks, man.